doing? Whoa, what did I just do? What is this green screen? Oh, I guess it blurs out your background. That's what it looks like. It's kind of pretty cool a little bit because it like pops you out, but we're not doing that. No, we don't want a green screen. So if I say a certain time, it'll just probably be within 5 minutes of that time because sometimes it's hard to get on here and it doesn't like put me right on right away. So I'm fighting with light and light. So hopefully I don't look washed up, like washed out. That's what I meant to say, washed out. So done. Hey Jay, hey bro, hey. How are you on this Thursday? How are you? Yeah, I was relaxing, watching a movie on YouTube. YouTube has some great movies. If y'all are not aware, I'm talking about full blown movies, a lot from Lifetime, OWN, TOS, like a lot of full blown movies. You don't have to pay for them and you don't need no YouTube, whatever the one you pay for with no cartoons, commercials and stuff. You don't need all that. I'm watching, and I think I seen this before. No, as I've been watching it, I actually figured out that I did see it. But I like movies who have a story where it's like a storyline where it was a struggle or the kid went through some stuff and then they became, just went through. It's called Adopted Child. It's two little sisters and it begins off where I guess they're in their house by themselves. I guess their mom passed, but the oldest sister was just kind of like acting like the mom by paying the rent because her checks I guess kept coming to the bank and doing all the things. But I want to tell the story because if you do watch it, but the little girl name is Izzy, which is cute because my daughter name is Rizzy. And that's what made me remember. I said, I remember seeing this before. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm pretty sure James is the one who did that. I appreciate you. And, blessings to you and all your support, bro. You've been here for a minute supporting. And I love that because you might want support in something in life. And we all need support in all things that we do. And my channel is about helping and informing. And today I was looking at my little booklet, right? And it said, did you learn something new today? Listen, being the provider, protector, all of the things, you know what I mean? When you are in that space as a single dad, single mom, whatever, single grandparent, whatever, when you're in that space, it's so many things that is on your head as far as responsibility that you just don't know where to turn if you weren't taught certain things, right? So I'm sitting here and I'm just like, I want to say several weeks ago, I see the thing come up for, what is it? I think it's USCCA. And I'm just like, oh, okay. It says something defense aftermath something. And I'm just like, oh, I'm thinking in my brain, it's like defensive tactics on how to take somebody down and protect yourself or whatever, right? And so I signed me and my daughters up, right? So we go, and I think God do things for a reason. In my brain, I was ready. I had my little clothes on, comfy clothes in case I got to, be doing all the movements and stuff, which I still end up finding a instructor. So I went up, I was like, because Rizzy was like, Mom, is this like defensive or is it just like classroom talking about it, whatever? I never knew it was an actual membership for one. So I learned that new today. I used to see it plastered everywhere in all the courses and classes that they have. And so I was really informed, and it was scary to learn some of the laws and some of the things about pew-pews that I had no clue. Like, what is I think it's called ADW, the with a weapon. I don't even know if you could say that out here. I did not know that it has nothing to do with if you use the pew pew. If you touch or intimidate or grab or just say you have that pew pew somewhere, right, and somebody's irritating you and they're just like doing something, you're not really in any danger, but somebody is doing something and you're just like oh, calm down, calm down, and you go to touch, or you say I have, they don't even have to see it, right? Did you know that in most of the states, that is a felony? It is intimidation, and then there's felony intimidation. See, we have to know our laws because we will get you. They say that we perish for lack of knowledge, and we don't know. And I'm saying this because it may not be you. It could be a sibling, a brother, a sister, uncle, cousin, something that has something and they don't even know. They just know how to use it. They may go to a range and all that stuff, but do not know these USCC. I want to say USC and leave it, but these actual courses are free and they're all over America. They're all over America. You don't even have to pay for them. And it was a lot of ladies in the class. And the crazy part about it is a lot of them weren't there because they wanted to, and that was just a thing. They just wanted to have a pew pew. They were there because they were thinking about it. But if they did, what are the things that they should know when they have to defend, right? So we went through the whole thing. I learned so much about the laws and how they say anything can be held against you, like you have the right to remain silent. And he broke down the difference. He said anything that you say can be held against you. He said, do you ever wonder why they don't say it can't be held for you? Meaning like what you say can help you. No, they're utilizing what you say to try to see if they can use it against you just in case. He was like, so, and I didn't know that. Then he also said, people think right to remain silent means don't say anything. And I was like, yeah. I said, so how do you know when and when not to? He said, it's certain words you use because what you want to do, sometimes it can look, depending on officers, it can look a certain way where you don't say nothing. I'm not talking. I'm not saying anything. So you're not cooperating. The problem is investigations have to be had, right? So when they first come, they ask questions to get just the basis of what's happening, right? So he said that's where you stay very short and to the point. If you have two men, you be like, the man say, hey, this man came on my property and he came on my property with the intention to break out my window. So I went and, you know what I'm saying? He had a bat in his hand. You give as much information on the actual, the aggressor, the person, because you're trying to defend yourself and you just defended yourself. Whether you had to use it or not, you still have to do that. He was like, give as much information on them. He said, because, and I used to watch these crime shows and I'm just like, you know what? Why is it that they come back and ask the questions all over again? And then when they ask the questions, they'll say, hey, but that's not what you told us the first time. He said, we don't recognize it as normal people, but until you get into a situation where you have to use that, your brain literally goes on an autopilot mode and you become tunnel vision. He was like, say for instance, you see somebody currently, nothing's happening. You see a person and they just waving a piece of paper. And if somebody had to ask you what color was the piece of paper, you'll be able to tell them what color that piece of paper is. Because no adrenaline, no trauma, no nothing is happening, right? But soon as your body goes into the adrenaline, endorphin, and goes into that phase, it literally cuts down and shuts down everything that is not needed because you're in a fight or flight of protecting your life. That is why. And I said, oh, it makes sense. He said, give as much brief information as you can. Once you give that information, he said, this is all across the board, all the states. Once you give that information, you then say, I invoke my right at this moment to remain silent and wait on counsel. So you give them as much as you need to give them. If you had to use the bop, the pum pum, whatever, you say, hey, I have it. It's put away. It's locked away. It's blah, blah, blah. This person, I don't know where they is, and if they ran, if they had a weapon, if they jump in a car, whatever, you give them all those details. And then when they start asking more questions, well, what did you feel? What did you, When feelings, what did you, when, because some of them will ask you tricky questions. He was like, those tricky questions can be held against you. That's why you don't say anything. If you can't recollect everything because you're so ecstatic, do not say anything. And that's the point where you say, I invoke my right to silence. If you do remember, hey, it was a big tall man wearing purple and red shoes, and he had a bat, and you get what I'm saying, and this is what he said, and he ran to the right and got in the car. Those are things that's not going to incriminate you. Those are the facts. That's going to help them find that person. He also said he's seen a lot of people where, I'm gonna get to it, this is what my channel was about, because nobody wants to hear this, and you probably jump in and out, but you never know when your life will be in a line. And he said it's people sitting in jail, in prison, that are there for months on end because they can't afford an attorney, and also they did not know the law about doing certain things, even though they legally had a registered pew pew, and they're sitting because they're trying to prove their innocence for something so slight, or saying, oh, I fell. He said, he gave us a story. He said this one man said he was so nervous. This is exactly what he said. And he's been sitting in jail for months. This just recently happened. He said, I was so nervous and so scared, I just grabbed my pew pew and just started shooting automatically. He incriminated himself. You, first of all, you was afraid. So it went from not self-defense, it went to another thing, because I forgot the words he used, because he was oh gosh, it's a word for when you are pew pewing and you're not looking at a target or trying to face a target. You just randomly doing whatever because you nervous or whatever. And yeah, facing a lot of time, and really was trying to defend his home and himself. And then you have a lot of places you're like, oh, if they come in my house, it's all good. That's not true everywhere. It's still you think, oh, they come in your house with certain things and you do what you got to do. It's still a process. It's still a process. So you can still sit for days before they realize, because it has to be an investigation. And if you don't talk too much, let them do their work. Give them just enough. That person came through that man's door. That person kicked that door in. That person does not live there. That person do not know. He giving them all the details. He had on all orange, and he had some white sneakers on and a black baseball cap or whatever. All the details. He was about such and such height. All those details. That's the only thing should be coming out your mouth. Not anything you feel. Not anything. Nothing. Because it's hard for you to recollect. Sometimes your brain need to process and woosah, and then you can recollect and recount the things. And so many people get in trouble. And I see people like, well, why aren't you not talking if you're innocent? That has nothing to do with it. You're not trying to prove your innocence. They're still going to detain you. That doesn't mean you're being arrested. Sometimes you're still getting arrested, or they'll put handcuffs on because it was a pew pew, right? And that's just because of the investigation, until they find out more information, like, okay, this is not the aggressor, this is the victim, blah, blah, blah. It's a process, and I see people just mess it up so bad, because he said that's not the time for you to try to prove your innocence. Just I know it feels weird, and if somebody sees you being handcuffed, the first thing you thinking is they're thinking that you're the bad person, but that's the protocol a lot of times. Just detainment for investigation. And I was just like, wow, and I've been seeing this. I don't know why God is allowing me to see this stuff. I feel like I'm going to end up helping somebody and having to protect somebody with this knowledge. Somebody's going to need this knowledge. But I did not know. So you can say in anger or upset because somebody cut you off or whatever. He said one guy told him, he said he was on his motorcycle, and he's like, oh man, see, I got to get me a pew pew. He was like, because I know if I would have had one, these people cut me off the other day, I definitely would have confronted them, but I wasn't going to confront them without a pew pew. If I would have had a pew pew, I would have. And he was like, see, it's stuff like that. He was like, because what's the purpose? Once that person is going away from you, back turn, they're leaving, and there's no threat. There's no threat. Some people will go and think like, oh, he could have killed me. I could have died. I could have flipped off my motor. Could have. It didn't happen, right? So you go after the person. So now you're the aggressor, because you're going after just to say, hey, did you see me? I was on the bike. Da, da, da. And yeah, he could have got a whole couple felonies because of that, because he pursued to intimidate with a firearm, even though he didn't show it. So I kept saying, like, why is it so it's concealed? And then I shouldn't have said that, but with a pew pew. But it's concealed, and then it's open. See? And I'm still trying to understand that. But anyway, so after it, he gave me a thing. He was like, man, you have some amazing questions. The questions that I was asking, like when I said, so when do you stop talking? When does the silence begin? How do you know? And he was like, after you know, give all this information. So I don't know if I could show this, but this guy came in there, and I'm gonna show it real quick. That's all that is on that side. And he was like, he ordered a whole bunch of these, and these are normally like 20 something dollars, I think he said. And he brung some in, and he was only gonna sell them to people that was in there for 10 bucks. And I was like, oh, do you accept the card? Because I don't have any cash. He was old school. He was like, oh, no, we just accepting cash. I was like, well, can I meet you around here somewhere later? Because I really want that. Because they said this book is a bomb book to have. So I went up to the table, and his wife was like, yeah, we live right in the area. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And he was the one that got up. He was like, I love seeing all these women in here. I think it was like 4 black women in there. Like it was like 2 Hispanic women. Like it was more women than they usually have in there. So it was pretty cool. And then it was like 2, 3 older Caucasian ladies, real sweet ladies. One of them was the wife of the man. And I went to ask him, how can I get in touch with him? He just grabbed the book and was like, I said, oh no, I don't. He was like, take it. And I was like, oh. So he blessed me with this book. And when I tell you, I've been reading it already. Like, and you can get this from Amazon. You can get this from Amazon. And this is a attorney, international. I guess he does stuff all international and national with helping people in big cases, and different things like that. I think he was one on the Zimmerman or something with Zimmerman. But anywho, so that was that. That was really, and I said that because in my book, I always try to be grateful and think of things that I've learned. And it was mind-blowing. It was so mind-blowing, all the things that I did not know were a felony. As a regular upstanding citizen, never getting in trouble, you just think you got this to protect you. And he was like, even if you say it and you don't have it, it's intimidation. And that can hold, depending on the state, it can hold different ranges of misdemeanors or, you know, felonies or whatever. Then he was saying, if you have it, but don't show it, but say you have it, that's a felony intimidation. Then automatically, if you pull it, right, it's automatically considered the D word weapon. I was like, what? Yep. My brain was like, what? So now it just I ain't gonna say it made me fearful. It just made me anxious of like learning more to protect me and to share this with friends and family and all that. Like we learned so much. It was like 2 hours. We learned a lot, and I'm definitely getting into this. Definitely gonna be reading this as much as I possibly can. So that was that. I came on because Thursdays and Sundays are my days. I'm still waiting on my new phone. I have no space, so going live has been like the major thing for me. I did get my I'm excited for the phone to come because I seen these microphones, nothing is sponsored, and y'all, they was so inexpensive, but the reviews were so amazing. I don't remember what I was looking at, so I'm unboxing it. I don't remember what I was looking at, and I found them. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's very inexpensive. So I grabbed them and I said, I'm definitely going to, I don't even know, can I put this on here? I don't know if it's a setup or you just plug it in and go. I don't know everything. I just know I got these and they were inexpensive. I'm talking about like less than $8. Less than $8. Could y'all see those? And supposedly you just clip one part in to the phone If you're here, Jay, I'm gonna clip it in. Tell me if you. I got one part for the iPhone, one part for the Android. I'm gonna clip this in, and I want to see if it's gonna change anything. I can't see if it's. Is it a light that pops up or something? Sound different. I wanted to do this on here. Jay, can you hear me and do my voice sound different? Do I sound clear? Does it sound fuzzy? How does it sound? Talk to me so I would know how does this sound, y'all. And it comes with extra clips. You could clip it to your clothes. I don't know if I sound different. Somebody talk to me, please. Hold on. Let me put the clip on. How do you put this clip on? Hold on. Oh, that's easy. It's just, and it has chargers, I guess, when they need to be charged. Okay. Let me see. Could y'all hear me? Jay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Nobody's talking to me. I know it's kind of delayed too. So, okay, this is user manual. Recommend 3 to 4 away from the mic. Okay, that's what 3 to 4. Okay, I think I'm. Thank you for your support. Oh, it comes with a user manual. If you're interested and you do have content or you want to create content, I can definitely put it below. Do I sound different to y'all? I can't tell. I might have to test it. I can't test it on this phone. I say I can't open up Google. I can't open up so many apps that just keep saying device storage low, device storage low. When my new phone come, I didn't do all that fancy upgrade into the newest nothing. I love this is the S10. I got it in 2019. I still love it. It's just I have to master reset it. That's the only way that I'm really going to get that 109 gigabytes of storage that's inside all the cache and different things that I've done on the phone that are now obsolete or I can't get to them. I've tried every way to clear my phone. I'd be clearing cookies and clearing cache all the time, and it's only temporary for like an hour or so. Then it's back seeing the device is full, so it's time. But I'm not getting rid of it. So this phone will probably be. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, Jay? Who's on here? Who's giving me hearts? Can you hear me? I just put this microphone on, and I want to see if you can hear me. Do I sound clearer or not? Now, I want somebody to tell me they hear me so I can cut it on and off, and you can tell me if you hear a difference in my voice on the live or if I sound the same. That's what I'm looking for. Somebody, thank you, whoever put the other thumbs up. May you be blessed, and I appreciate you, and may you be supported in all that you do, all the endeavors that you have in life. So that was one thing. So I was waiting for that. So I'm excited that I have that. So now I don't have to be yelling across the room. I do have another microphone that I was gifted by a company like almost 4 years ago, but it's wired. And I was like, I used it a couple times. It was pretty cool, but I never really thought like I really needed that. So I just never got another one. And then I've been seeing if I want to do more cleaning videos or DIYs and I step away from the camera and you just see me from a distance, I don't want to have to yell. So this is my other package. I just cut it. I ordered from XDOTOAR touch up paint from Amazon. It's a touch up paint pen, and I got the color of my vehicle and put it in, and it showed me all the touch up paints, and this one was like the best one. So it's some stuff I want to do on my car. Hopefully this works really well. I had some when I used to the other place I lived before I moved to this city. I had some from, you can go to, I think if certain advanced autos will give you touch up paint for your vehicle paint pen. I don't know what that is. Pure white. And this was only like $9, no more than $10. Can't beat that. So I want to wash her up real good. Try to get that pew pew bu out of the top. Remember, I told y'all on 4th of July in New York, some idiot was pew pewing in the air, and the one of the things came down and went into the top of my vehicle. Yeah, so that I got to see if Mr. Ron will help me get that out of the top of my car, and then I can throw this in the trash. Then I can bondo it, sand it, and then paint over it. That should be more than enough. The spot is about like that big. Well, no, it's not that big. The sticker is that big, but the actual is about that big. But I know once I bondo it and sand around, it's gonna probably spread because it's gonna be hard to stay and sand in that one little spot. So I'm excited about seeing if this paint will help, because right now it looks a hot mess. It's just like stickers, and it's literally, my car is not rusty, but it's rusting on top because the it broke the paint. So the paint broke and cracked around it. So since it broke and cracked around it, now water is getting to the metal, and so it's rusting. And I said, I gotta do something about that. I definitely got to do something about that. So I ordered that, and I'm hoping that will work. Other thing is, this is what I want to do on Sunday. James must have left. Nobody's talking to me. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but there's people here, which is weird. I wanted to do a live cleaning. Unless I'm not seeing anything or anybody. It's kind of weird. I wanted to do on Sunday, I would say about maybe 1, 2. I'll post up something on the community thing or either on shorts. I want to do a live carpet cleaning. I have not unboxed or opened that carpet cleaner yet, and I really want to do it. And I don't want to edit no content for Sunday. So I'm going to literally do a live cleaning of this carpet, the living room carpet with this. So we're going to open this up. I done had this since before Christmas from Naya, and I still haven't opened it. So we are going to do a live carpet cleaning. I also want to use this. Still haven't used this neither. Like craziness. Still haven't used it. Still brand new. Got a little dust from being in here, but still haven't used it. Haven't used that neither. So I want to at least use this big boy because I want to clean mine, see how it works. And then I also want to clean RIZZY'S carpet. So I went to Aldi to take back some lettuce. The lettuce seems like it just don't last long. It's the artesian lettuce. And I usually get romaine, but this artesian lettuce looked good, and I've tried it before and it was okay. And they didn't have romaine. It wilted so fast. Stuff is too expensive for, I don't care if it is $3. I took it back. So when I took it back, they didn't have what I wanted still. And so I seen this. All these had these big, huge plants. Oh, let me take this off. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. All these had these big, huge plants for $13, $12.99, or was it $13.99? I think it's $13.99. So I got me another rubber tree. $13. You know how much this big old plant would be? And look at that. It's crazy because I have these pink ones. And look, I had to put 3 plants, and I paid $15 per just one of these. Remember, I did the repot, and this one is just doing what it wants to do. It's just leaning all the way. I don't know. It's still growing, so that means it's doing good. But I literally got this plant. Look how full, for $13.99 before tax. So I'm going to be wiping it down because this one has some transport, and then you can see the rainwater and water droplets all over it. So I'm gonna wipe that down. I thought I wanted to put it like right over here, but I'm not sure. Then I was like, oh, it can go in the kitchen, like right on the side. I don't know. So right now, I don't know. But yeah, $13. So that's my new plant, baby. This is a plant that I had on the community tab. It's doing a lot. It's growing, but I don't know exactly why the yellow leaves keep coming. I cut them all off. It's back looking green. I hate when I have to cut a lot of leaves off like that. If you're not looking at the community tab, you got to definitely check that out because I do post a lot on there. And I'll also be keeping you guys updated. I tried to do a thing, and this is with a Chinese or Vietnamese faux container that I cut down and I rigged and did all this other stuff, because the concept was supposed to be, this went around it. This was supposed to go around it and then kind of like this. Now the thing fell because I had it too close. Hold on. Let me show you on this one. This is how it's supposed to look. So we'll hide the planter like that. And then the leaves came down like that, right? My thing fell. This fell off. I think when I tried the water and the water was coming down, yeah, this fell off. So I got to re-put this back. This is supposed to be like around here, like that. I got to put this back, and I don't know if I like this concept or not. So I put this type of hook in, or I just put a piece of twine and melted a hole in and did it like that. I don't know. You won't see none of that when I hang it, but I have these. Remember, I got these disinfectant wipes and they came in these square containers from Big Lots a couple years ago. I kept these because I love the containers and they're white. So I'm thinking this will be better, because if I cut this and make this short, it'll lay flat to the wall. And look, y'all, I already tried this. Look at this. This will literally set in here. When I cut it, it'll be perfect. Look. But I'm going to cut it short so I can lift it up. I don't want it sitting on there because these are glued to the wall. I want it kind of like up like this. And I was going to cut it to like right here and then put the wood sticks around it, or leave it white. I don't know. But I was like, oh, I saved these for a reason. These are so sturdy. But am I going to leave the plant as a propagation, or am I going to leave or do the plant with soil? Soil might be heavier, but propagation, like in water, might be better if I find a great way to clip it up there securely, because I don't have to worry about finding a tray for when I water. That was the problem, and that's why this black thing fell down. This black thing fell down because when I watered that, the water fell down into the into the groove of here, and the hot glue got loose. And I was like, that's not gonna work. So I'm thinking I have to water the plant. Then I was like, well, maybe if I put the hook up here, I can just take the plant water and bring it back. I don't want to do all that. So I'm stumped for what I want to do. So I only took part of the propagation and put it here. This is the other part, going to be for the other one on that side right there. So when I figure that out, I got y'all. I'm going to share that. I'm going to share that. I want it to look uniformed, and I feel like once those two plants are up there, that's going to be so pretty. So yeah, and I will be sharing that with you guys, so don't worry. And then we're going to figure out where we're going to put this bad boy here. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, we're going to do a cleaning on this bad boy right here. We're going to do a cleaning on this rug on Sunday. It needs to be clean. It is not, it's a beige, tan, and cream. It's not white. It looks white though, but it's got white in it, but it's more so like, it should just be brighter. It should just be brighter. So we're going to clean this and get that done on live. So Sunday, that will be the content for Sunday. I'm thinking, I don't have any plans, and I don't think we're going to do anything Sunday. That's going to be washing, cleaning, linen, and all that stuff. So I think that what I'm going to do is I'll just say, I think I want to do a little, I don't know if I want to do it early. I think 12 o'clock. Well, some people go to church. Jay, are you here? I cannot see any comments. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't see no comments. Like, my screen is froze, y'all. My screen is froze. Like, I can't see anything. Is anybody talking to me? I feel like I'm in here talking to myself. I don't know what's going on. Thank you for whoever gave me the thumbs up. Welcome to live. It's not, I can't slide. I can't see none of my comments, y'all. I don't know what's going on. That's another thing. They said my phone is critically low on space, and so none of the apps is going to work right. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm flipping this all around, that maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe that has something to do with, like, the app not me and not being able to scroll or something, because I can't see anything. I see one comment, and it's sort of covered up a little bit. It says "Hey sis," I believe, by JJ's Universe. I don't see anything else. I don't know what's going on. So that's that. Yeah, I'm still doing things. I'm getting things done. We haven't used the hammock yet. We haven't. We want to kind of wait till it get fall. I don't mind the sun if I have to go out in it, but just and if I really have to just get out there and get some vitamin D. But I don't like to sweat. I already have to sweat when I go to the gym. I really don't like to sweat, and just sitting in the sun is just like, yeah. Now fall, I'll probably be out there way more often, where it's that in between weather where it's not hot, it's not cold, it's like perfect. That's when I like to go out there, do the fire pit, do all the things. But hot, just sitting out there, it's been too hot. It's been hot everywhere. Some people saying their place where they're at is still like in the 100 degrees. I know yesterday here it was still 94, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to sit on a deck. I have not sat on my swing. I have not sat on my swing. So yeah, I just be looking at it like, yeah, once it cool. Look, I'm literally looking at it right here. I'm like, yeah, once it cool off, I'll be out there. It's right there. I have not went out and sat on my swing, like, or the chairs that I did. I cannot. I gotta stop seeing that. I am excited to get this new phone so I can remove this footage. I have to have a place to put it. And so before I remove it, I want to do a smart switch, and I'm going to take it to my phone company and make sure I'm doing it right, so I can switch all my apps, all my stuff and everything to the new phone, and only have on this phone, a Google Play Store, my YouTube, both of my YouTube, regular YouTube and YouTube Studio, and like stuff that's important to have, like, apps that I know I need when it comes to recording, because I'll be recording on a new phone, but this phone will be strictly for my content. And in that way, I don't have to worry about making folders and all that. I got so many folders. If y'all could see the folders in this phone, when a new phone come and I go live, I'm going to show y'all how much content in my phone. Y'all going to be like, girl, yes, I have a 258 gig on top of 120. I think this came with 129 gig, completely full. Everything is completely full. Okay. Yeah. I have text messages in this phone. The phone before stopped at 2019. This phone began at 2019. I have text messages all the way back. I want to say 2019, 2018, because I did take some 2018s. That's how much stuff I got on this phone. If I've talked to text, voice text or something, I still have to text from people. I'm a text forwarder, because just things have been happening in life, and some people just like to do this, but I like to have proof. But anywho, so I have so much text, and I was telling my therapist, I said, so should I just let go of all these texts? And I think I told y'all this before. And just stuff like, I still got the paperwork from 2024 when I bought my first house in my early 20s. Like, I still got the paperwork from my other house in New York. And it's just so much stuff that I kept. Like when I sold the house, then when we sold the house in New York, like both houses, I got all the paperwork, the closing paperwork, the copies of, like, I keep everything. Am I supposed to keep that stuff? Like, I be trying to keep everything, like all my daughter's stuff, that like special things, special events, all awards, their baby stuff. Like, I think that's a different level of keeping stuff. Those are things I need to keep, but I just be keeping everything. Like, I'll be like, no, let me go back to the text. They be like, girl, I'll be like, yeah, I still got it. Like, I literally can go back to text and go grab my phone. I got the phone before this one and the phone before that one and the phone. Like, I got all my phones. Usually I just go to another phone, not because I'm careless, thank God, knock on wood. Usually I go to another phone because of stuff like storage or something like that. I don't have enough space, but I don't usually have an issue with the phone. That's why, like, meaning like it don't work or it's not doing what I need it to do unless it's low space. But other than that, like text, emails, pictures, photos. I've been keeping everything. Okay, so how I was watching this live from my television, so I couldn't text. Watching from my phone now. You are not alone. Girl, we trying to keep everything. Okay? Everything. Okay, I need your help because Jay must have left. I put this on. I just unboxed this on this live. I want you to tell me, sis, so impressions. I'm going to cut this off, unplug it, and tell me, do you hear a difference in my voice? The reviews were amazing. This lady had walked like way away. I'm talking about like 30 feet away from her phone, and you could still hear her, and it canceled out the background. So I'm going to cut this off. I think I got to cut this off first. Okay. I'm going to talk off. We cutting it off. We cutting it off. Okay, hold on. Wait. I gotta hold it. I forgot. Hold it and cut it off. Maybe I had to unplug this because this is the green light. It'll show left or right because I can have it comes with two. So it's two microphones, and I only put one on because I only need one. So if I had another person with me, I can cut them both on and you can hear both of us. Okay, so I had to unplug it. Okay, so I'm unplugged. Hear me now, hear me now, hear me now. I'm getting ready to plug up. I'm not going to say nothing until I plug up and cut this on. And then you tell me, do I sound great? Do it sound clear? Does it sound better? Because my air vent came on. All that stuff be coming on, my background music, all that. Okay, so we plugging in. Okay, we are back plugged up. We are black. We are back plugged up. Do you hear a difference? And I don't even need it that close to me. I didn't need to do all that. Do you hear a difference in unplugged and plugged? April Williams, there you go. Great device. Hey, April, can you hear me? Does it sound better? Does it sound clearer? What does it sound like? It ain't no significant difference. Okay, let's test this. Let's test this. Now, there is a big difference. Okay, look. This is how she said she tested hers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put y'all here, right? And I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna go over there and see if you hear me as I walk away. Put a hand up if you hear me. So I'm over here and I got the microphone. See, I'm not close. Can you hear me good? Can you hear me? If you can hear me good, I want you to type what I'm saying. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 5, 4. I want to see if you can hear me from here. Because usually when you do a live, you got to yell when you walk away and be like, oh, I'll be right back. But if the microphone is with me, I don't have to do that. So I'm about to come closer to y'all and then I'm going to unplug it and see if y'all hear me. Oh, okay. So now, y'all, I'm about to unplug it. So we about to cut this off. I'm going to unplug it and tell me when I walk away because that's what I want it for because I'm always moving. If y'all can hear me if I walk away. So we're going to cut this off. I'm about to cut it off. It says press and hold. This real easy. Okay, I unplugged. I'm about to walk away. Tell me if you hear me. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. What could you hear when I walked away? Did it sound different? Does it sound better with the microphone? For the price, what am I doing? Okay, it's off. Okay, you heard me there, but it wasn't clear. So do you think, she went further. I'm going to go further. I need y'all help. Please don't think I'm being weird because I can't hear it. I don't know what y'all hear. So we're going to plug it back up. No, I'm going to do it away and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to just be like, hey, y'all. And I'm going to try to be at the same distance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way in the dining room and I'm going to say something. Let's see. Microphone sounds as if you are closer. Okay. I'm gonna go all the way in there, and I'm gonna say something, see if y'all hear me. And then I'm gonna do it with the microphone. See, but I have to yell. Hey y'all, can y'all hear me from here? Hey y'all, can y'all hear me from here? Hey y'all, can y'all hear me from here? 654, 654, 654. Okay, now let me come in. Let me come closer. Okay, y'all can hear me, so let's put this on, and then I'm gonna go back in there. 654. Okay, now tell. 654, 654, 654. And I'm not saying it that loud. I'm saying it lower on purpose to see if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? No, I'm gonna say a different number. 2345. 2345. 2345. Do 2345. I'm gonna step back here. 2345. 2345. Okay, here I come. Thank you, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so it helps with distance, right? Cooking mom. So it does help with distance. Sounds great. 654. Okay, yes. Yes, perfect. Yes. It's freezing these doggone things. It's freezing I can't. Beautiful tooth. Okay. So me walking, and when I kind of turned and went a little bit further, y'all still heard me clear on this? Is it too loud when I'm right in front of the camera? Is it too loud for y'all? Okay, that's what I wanted. That's what it says. Yes, it's a winner. Y'all, this thing was only, if you looking for something for any type of content, just, it's not sponsored. Not sponsored. I don't play that. If it's sponsored, I will let you know. This is not sponsored. And I got all of this for under $7. And this is a whole nother microphone. If I wanted to do like my podcast and talking to others, it comes with the instructions and everything. It's for an iPhone and an Android phone. I got an Android phone. So make sure, because I don't think I can put links in here. Yeah, I can't. It won't even let me comment. See, it used to let us comment. Okay, we cannot touch it. It used to let us respond back. So please, April, whoever's watching, make sure you talk to me. Yeah, it was where was she from? Guatemala, I think her name. I mean, the lady who did the review. She did a deep intel review, and I love when people do that on Amazon. It was on Amazon. Because I look at reviews, I look at videos, I see people using it for, and you can kind of tell when somebody is genuine. And then now they have it where you could tell if somebody got it for free to review, or if somebody got it and they purchased it with their money. And she purchased it with her money, and she was talking about how the background, you know what I'm saying, is out. And she was like, listen, y'all, a train is coming. It literally she was like, this is perfect. A train is coming. I think she lived in, what was she in? A big city. I can't remember, because I'll be watching so much stuff. I'll be done made something up. I can't remember verbatim but it was a big city. So it was an actual train coming, y'all. And she was close up on the thing, talking regular. And she just kept stepping back, talking. And the further she got back, we couldn't hear her. And then she connected, well, her friend or whoever was by it, connected that. She cut it on, and she was at a distance. She said something first, way at a distance. And then they powered it on, and she talked from a distance. Before you heard the train, you heard noise, like you heard a lot of noise. And as soon as she put it on, you didn't hear no noise. You heard clearly her voice, and everything was like, what do they call it? No background. It was no background. Everything was like, it was like all her in the microphone, nothing else. I was like, oh my gosh. And it just had me hesitant, because I'm like, this is so inexpensive. Are you serious? I took the chance because I can always send it back. And I would if I didn't like it. But I thank y'all so much. If won't work, if missing pieces, if get the wrong product, please get help. Oh, they're really cool. Look at that. Look at that. Hi, Candace from Oregon. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I was just sitting here showing them my new little gadget for doing videos because I want to do more content, and it's kind of frustrating when you're doing content, whether it be DIYs, cleaning, or stepping away and you're talking or you're yelling. I'm like, I'll be back, right back, y'all. Having to say that they saying the best things in life is free. Great device. Okay, not spending that much. Like, this has me like, I'm stoked. I'm excited, and to have it where I can have another person sit next to me and I just grab theirs. The light is on. It's a green light. Let me see if this green light. Let me see. The green light. I think you can see it when I do it. And you charge them. You charge these up. Most people said they didn't charge theirs for months. You charge it up. See, it came right on. Oh, it came right on. Look at that. So now both green lights are on. Am I loud because I'm using both microphones? Did it change, y'all? I don't know if that's a lot in your ear for both of these microphones because now I'm using both. Did it get louder? Did it do anything? Or it's kind of the same? Yep. And you just put the little clip on. It comes with 2 clips, a charger, 2 microphone heads, and the adapter to put inside of the iPhone and also to put inside of a Android. Do I sound louder? Being that I have both, do I sound louder? I'm just testing it out to see, because I've been on people's content and they be like really loud or they're really low. Next, you'll need the camera stand that follow you as you move within. You know what? You talking about that D? It starts with a D. Oh no, you talking about the camera stand? Naya was gonna get me that. She seen it on TikTok, but she ended up getting me this other one because I just wanted a regular one that gets real small that I can carry with me. And y'all done broke the doggone the light thing off of it. It's sitting on the table. It fell apart and it had me crying. I literally was crying. Does this make me sound louder since I got both of these? Yeah, that follows me, right? Like if I'm moving from side to side, I don't remember. There are different kinds. You said camera stand. In my brain, I was thinking you talking about the camera. That camera that I'm thinking about, but you weren't talking about the camera, it's like $700-800. No, it's probably more than that. But the stand that you're talking about, I know exactly what you're talking about. It literally moves. If you move, it kind of, everywhere you go, it'll go. Yeah. Especially if you're doing something and you're not standing. I meant to say phone. Say phone. Girl, I ain't about to buy no phone that follow me. Unless the one I just got, dig. And I only upgraded to the next level of this phone that I got in 2019. I love this phone. Most people be like, your phone, I'm not your phone. They say your camera is so clear. And I'm like, this is a Galaxy S10 from 2019, and I got an amazing deal from my phone company. At that time, it was brand new, just coming out. I got buy one, get one free. So I got one for me and one for my little brother. And we still rocking these phones out to this day. But I wanted to get something new, so I treated myself. But it wasn't nothing fancy, because guess what I did? I went to eBay. Did you know holds your phone? Oh, is it a phone case? eBay still sells, like if you had a phone that you loved, but you know they want you to buy the new phone. So Verizon, T-Mobile, Boost Mobile, AT&T, all of them, they're only trying to get you to buy the new phones. So when you go to look for a phone, it might be a phone you love and you really don't want to upgrade it, but they're not selling it. So you feel like you don't have no choice. There are companies on eBay. Now, eBay been around for so long. I still go to eBay when I can't find nothing. Do y'all know I found me a S10 Plus? So the next one up from this one, it's a little bit bigger. And let me show y'all this. Hold on one second. Let me cut this one off. Let me show y'all this. My phone should be here tomorrow. I know they said it was close. It was like a state over yesterday morning. So I'm figuring it said between the 14th and the 16th. So I'm hoping it'll be here tomorrow. So I went on eBay. I bought me a case because I love green. They didn't have the green I wanted, but I bought me a case. Look at this case, y'all. Look at this case. Not sponsored. This case was $6 and something. I remember when I bought the case I got currently. It's a green, like more of a lime green. Excuse me. And I do got a blower on, but my thing is just really doing too much today. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? And it has the stand. I love the phones with this. The phone I have on here has that. If I take it out, it'll probably stop my live because it'll push the button trying to take it off. But anyways, and look, it has the built-in camera protection. Okay, built-in camera protection. Let me show y'all something. And I love this because it's magnetic. So when I go in my car, I always buy magnetic little things to put my phone on. So I just take and just set my phone on it. Set my phone on that. And it came with, this is the same kind of case I got. It's a 2-part case. It has the rubber part and the other part. And it came with tempered glass protection. Y'all, this was only $8. $8. $8, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Why do my clothes always want to do this to me? Hold on. Be having me looking like, okay, $8. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Can I get this one off? No, I got the plug in. There's too much going on. $8. So I'm excited. And it's a little bit bigger by just a tad. I'm talking about like maybe half an inch bigger than the Galaxy S10. So I'm excited. It's a open box, meaning if you don't know, if somebody bought a phone, you ever got a phone, you're like, yeah, I don't like it, I'm not feeling it, and you send it back, that's an open box. That means it's still brand new. That means it's still nothing's wrong with it, no damage on the screen, nothing, nothing is wrong with the phone. The person just decided. Once the box is open, it's considered a used phone, meaning like, I'm talking too fast. It's considered open box. So I got an open box phone, and and you have to look for, I think it says something certified open box. It's certain things you have to look for. I'm talking if you had an iPhone you love and they don't put that same feature on your new phone and you have to get another phone or anything, go on eBay. The shipping was free. Total, the phone with taxes and everything was like $2 something. Mind you, the phone I currently have, I've had it since 2019, and I just got the upgrade of it, and I'm going to keep this bad boy for another 7 years. 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. It's about to be 26. Yeah. It's about to be, you hear me, 26. It's about to be 7 years that I've had it. Wait, because it was the first, 20, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No, it's about to be 8 years next year. So I've had that phone, and this is the phone I'm talking to you on. Camera still amazing, still looks clear, everything. I love it. I love editing on it, all that. But I just got to get stuff off of it so I can do those things. And then this will be my one for the phone I use for, calls and all that stuff. But this will be strictly recording, editing, and all that. I'll be doing stuff on here too because I want to see the quality. And you have 30 days to return the phone. And you can buy a plan on the phone to protect it for like 20 something bucks for like 3 years or something like that. Like the eBay has some great deals, and I think it's backed by Progressive Insurance. What's it? Progressive? Allstate Insurance. Allstate Insurance. It's backed by Allstate Insurance. So you got a brand new phone for $200 and something. You don't have to worry about making payments every month. You don't have to worry about making payments on a protection plan if something happened to it. You got 30 days to send the phone back if you do not like the phone. Like, you get what I'm saying? They're not going to give you all this stuff with your phone company. I think even for me, I've been with my phone company almost 19 years. It'll be 20, almost 20 years. Do you know, I don't never have to pay a down payment on no phone. I can get any phone and I never have to pay a down payment. I don't pay taxes. I'm grandfathered in. I don't pay, I forgot how they do it. It's like, say if the phone is $1,000 and it's so many taxes or whatever, they credit you. And I don't pay activation. So it's all great things. And, that's a buildup of credit with them and being with them so long. Never had my phone turned off for nothing crazy that I did or nothing stupid like that. But, so it's good, but they don't never have a phone that I'm willing to say I like that much to pay $1,000. I don't think I've seen any phone under $500. I'm not paying that for a phone. All I needed to do is I need talk, text, and what. Like, that's all I need. I don't need all that fancy. Oh, let's have a dual motion 350x Z5 camera with full built-in filters. I don't need all that. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can I hear you? Can you text me? That's it. Can we video? Can we chat? Can we do all those things? That's it. I don't need all that fancy stuff. That's not for me, because it gets me a little roused up, because it's like, oh, I got to learn all this extra new stuff. I don't like learning new stuff over again. Like, if I'm into something, I try to stick within that family, because to learn how things work and how to maneuver stuff. Am I the only one like that? When you get into something, I remember when I had the Galaxy S5, I hated when something, I don't remember what happened. It was a software issue. It wasn't even my issue. And so that was a blessing. God just be coming through at the right time. And so what happened was, it was a software issue, and Timo was like, yeah, that's been happening. It's something with the internal something motherboard. And he was like, wow. He was like, he said, the 8 is getting ready to come out. I said, I don't care. I love my 5. And he was like, how about this? Obviously, we can't fix it. We've been in tech support and all that. He was like, you've been with us so long, I'm going to upgrade you. He was like, I'm going to give you a courtesy upgrade. And he was like, I didn't have to pay for it. I did not. And I still got that phone in there. I did not have to pay for it. So I went from 5 to 7. And then 7, when I had the 7, what happened with my 7? What happened? I can't remember what happened with the 7. That made me, I was on the phone with a rep, and it was just, my brother came on, and he was like, he needed a new phone. And I was like, nothing was wrong with my 7. My brother needed a new phone. And I was like, bro, oh my gosh, like, that's going to be, I'll be trying to stop people from getting monthly payments on stuff that's unnecessary, right? So he's like, yeah, I need a new phone since my phone acting up, blah, blah, blah. So we called, and he was like, oh, great timing. We have a excellent deal. We have the Samsung X10. Right now, buy one, get one free. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, the phone itself was like $900, I think, before taxes, but you end up getting 2 of them for that price. So me and him was like, So we was like, we're going to split it. And then they gave us a discount. I think we only had to pay out of pocket, I want to say $350. It got down to like $700. So we only had to pay like $350. And I kept saying to myself, unless I find a phone that cheap again for me, I'm not getting another phone. I will talk on a flip phone and have a camera, or try to get one of my old cameras out before I do that. I hate making payments on stuff, like unnecessary stuff. Who am I proving a point to? Just to add bills to just to say, oh, I got the iPhone S55. I don't care. I don't care. Most people walk around with that stuff. They don't even own nothing. They don't own their car. They don't own their house. Nothing. They don't even own anything. Like, who cares? Who cares? I'm not for that and into that. So I end up saying, wait, I remember eBay. And so now I'm waiting for my phone. And when I get it, I'm going to show it to you guys. If you're an Android lover, you would know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think. One time in my life, I think I tried to go Apple. I don't even remember it being long. I remember it didn't work and I didn't like it. That's all I do remember. I don't know why I tried it, what happened or whatever, what phone it was, but I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. I didn't like it. It just, I can't. Everything you got to pay for, I couldn't. So I've been with Android for years. Some people say, oh, Android is this and that and the third. Nah, but a lot of stuff Samsung be copying too. I mean, Samsung be being copied by a lot of things as well. Now, there's a lot of stuff that iPhones do and Androids don't do, and vice versa. Like, I don't like the fact that when you go in the Play Store, you have to put your credit card in. Why should I put my credit card in to get apps on my phone that are free? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, putting my credit card in for everything, and these kids use Apple Pay for everything. Everything got to be touch the phone. It's just, I don't know. I'm real old school. I can't. Am I still sounding really good, y'all? Am I still sounding really good? But yeah, so that's that. And this is similar to that plant I just got. This one right here. Y'all see it? It's getting big too. This one is similar to the plant I just bought. And I want to say that one was small. When I got that one, it was like maybe about this tall. And I think it was like $10 from Trader Joe's. I bought that from Trader Joe's about almost 4 years. No, wait a minute. About 3 years ago. About 3 years ago. Am I lying? Yeah, I'm lying. That wasn't the one from Trader Joe's. That's the one from Trader Joe's. This one, I'm like, no, that one is bigger. I remember having that in my last house. That one, yeah, I love rubber trees. That one is from Trader Joe's. You see it? That's the one from Trader Joe's. This one, I want to say it's from Home Depot or Lowe's. Yeah. Sound good? I sound good? All right, guys. So that's what we're going to do. Sunday, I'm coming live and we're going to say, let's just see how my life goes Sunday, because Sunday is when I wash clothes and do all the things. So we're going to say Sunday, let's set a date for Sunday, because some people got service. So I wanted to do it after that. I'm going to just say 3 o'clock. I'm going to just say 3 o'clock. Let's say Sunday at 3 o'clock. We're going to do a live carpet cleaning, how to use this machine. You're going to see me do it, open up the box and use it for the first time and see how good it works on live. We're going to do that, let's say 3 o'clock. And I'll put another reminder in the community post. You'll see a picture of the thing. And then for the live, you'll see probably a picture with me in that box of the vacuum cleaner. So you'll know that that's the vacuum cleaner. So Sunday at 3, we're going live and we are going to clean the rug. We're going to clean the living room rug. And yeah, I need to do that. I really need to do it. I need to get that out the box. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I thank you for all the thumbs up. You guys are so amazing. Thank you, Soul Impressions. Thank you, April Williams. If anybody wanted the link to that, to this, or you know somebody who might be interested or need this, don't forget to let me know. It takes a minute for the live to generate once I, get off, for me to go back and post a comment or say something on the comments. So once you see the live up or whatever, or you know what you could do, go to another video and say, hey, I need the link for that camera thing. But by the time this does generate, I'll try to remember before tonight is over to put the link in the description box of this microphone setup. I'll try to do that. But if you want it before then, as soon as I get off, remember to comment under one of my videos, most recent videos or whatever, and I'll put the link down below. Not sponsored, just sharing some things in these. Love, love, love. Because it doesn't matter what type of case you have, long as it has the magnet and you have that magnet in your car. And I have the swivel one that turns and tilts my phone anyway. Love it. So love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, I thought I remember how to do it, but now I can't. Oh. It was here when you first started, but you couldn't see my messages. You was, April? I don't know what's going on. I have no... Teresa, hey girl, you're going to have to replay it. I was about to get up out of here. You're going to have to replay, sis. But I was just telling them I'm going live tomorrow. No, Sunday. Instead of doing a video, I'm going to be going live until I get my phone situation in order and start figuring out what type of content I need to get edited to get out to y'all. But I'm going live at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock on, because I got a lot of information in this video. Especially if you got a pew. It's a lot of information that I didn't know that was mind-blowing to me. That's illegal and you don't know. You think you're an upstanding citizen and you're protecting yourself and you're like, oh, wow. Didn't know that was a felony. Anywho, so, yep, 3 p.m. Sunday, I'm going live to clean the carpet. I'm going to open that carpet cleaner and we're going to clean the carpet. live. We're going to clean the carpet live. So I love you guys. Make sure you thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up the video. And I am